Have you ever felt the sting of a masculine energy that left deep wounds on your soul? Perhaps you've been yearning for healing, closure, or understanding about the dynamics of your past relationships. It's time to reclaim your power and embrace the wisdom of the divine feminine. In this reading, we will delve into the dynamics between these two powerful forces, especially focusing on a situation where a masculine figure has previously caused hurt to your soul. Before we dive into the reading, it is essential to grasp what we mean by masculine and divine feminine energies. The masculine and divine feminine. These terms are not strictly about gender, rather they refer to archetypal energies present within everyone, regardless of their sex or gender identity. The masculine energy, often associated with the archetype of the warrior, embodies strength, courage, and protection and order. It is the driving force behind action, the spark that initiates movement and change. It is outward focused and embodies qualities like strength, stability, and leadership. In ancient mythology, this energy is represented by gods like Mars, the Roman god of war, and Zeus, the Greek king of the gods. These deities symbolize the power and authority that masculine energy brings to the table, emphasizing leadership, determination, and a forward-moving momentum. However, in its highest expression, masculine energy is not about domination or control. Instead, it is about service and stewardship. The true warrior fights not for personal gain, but to protect and uplift others. This perspective can be seen in the story of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Arthur's leadership was rooted in the principles of honor, justice, and chivalry, striving to create a realm where peace and prosperity could flourish. The masculine energy, when balanced and aligned with its divine nature, acts as a guardian and a beacon of integrity. In contrast, the divine feminine is inward-focused, often depicted as the nurturing mother, the creative force that births and sustains life. It is the essence of intuition, compassion, and wisdom. This energy is fluid and adaptive, representing the essence of growth and nurturing life. It is beautifully illustrated by goddesses such as Demeter, the Greek goddess of the harvest, and Isis, the Egyptian goddess of magic and motherhood. These figures highlight the divine feminine's role in nurturing growth, healing wounds, and guiding through intuitive insight. Yet, the divine feminine is not confined to gentle nurturing alone. It also encompasses the fierce protectiveness of a lioness guarding her cubs and the transformative power of the phoenix rising from the ashes. This dual nature is captured in the story of Kali, the Hindu goddess of destruction and rebirth. Kali's dance of destruction clears the old and stagnant, making way for new life and creation. The divine feminine, in its fullness, embraces both the nurturing and the transformative, showing that true creation often requires the destruction of the old to make way for the new. In the beginning, there was unity. The ancient texts speak of a primordial oneness, a cosmic womb from which all things emerged. In this sacred space, the masculine and feminine were not separate but intertwined, two aspects of a singular divine essence. This unity can be seen in many creation myths, from the harmonious balance of yin and yang in Taoist philosophy to the entwined serpents of the caduceus, symbolizing the fusion of dualities. As humanity evolved, this primal unity fragmented, giving rise to duality. The masculine and feminine energies began to express themselves in distinct yet complementary ways. The masculine, with its focus on action, logic, and protection, emerged as the guardian of the external world. It is the energy that builds, defends, and explores. The divine feminine, on the other hand, embodies intuition, nurturing, and creativity. It is the energy that heals, nurtures, and births new life. Together, these energies create a dynamic equilibrium, a balance necessary for the flourishing of life. But what happens when this balance is disrupted? The journey of hurt and healing. When this balance is disrupted, it can lead to profound imbalances and emotional turmoil. Often we find ourselves in situations where a masculine energy has caused us significant pain, leaving deep scars on our souls. You have been here before, haven't you? In that place of hurt and betrayal where the masculine energy in your life wounded your soul deeply. It was a time of darkness, of confusion, of questioning your own worth. You felt the sting of pain, the ache of abandonment, and the burning question of why. Why did this happen to you? What did you do to deserve such treatment? The answers, elusive as they may seem, lie not in the past, but in the present moment of your healing journey. Experiencing emotional pain inflicted by someone can be profoundly transformative, even challenging. When someone close to us, often embodying strong masculine traits, causes hurt, it can disrupt our sense of safety, self-worth, and emotional balance. This pain can manifest in various ways, such as betrayal, abandonment, criticism, or neglect. Understanding the nature of this hurt is the first step toward healing. However, the universe is a place of cosmic justice, and what goes around often comes around. Karma, often misunderstood, is not about retribution, but about balance. Consider the ideas of Georg Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel, a German philosopher who is considered one of the most influential figures in Western philosophy. Hegel believed that history and human actions are part of a larger, rational process where contradictions are resolved over time through a synthesis that advances understanding and justice. This concept aligns with the idea of a cosmic balance, where actions and their consequences are part of a greater rational unfolding. When someone causes harm, they set in motion a karmic cycle that will eventually bring them back to the lessons they need to learn. In this context, the masculine energy that hurt you is now likely experiencing the consequences of their actions. Within the pain lies an opportunity for growth. The divine feminine energy within you can guide you through this process of healing, offering wisdom, compassion, and resilience. The divine feminine is a potent force of creation, healing, and compassion. As you embark on your journey of healing and self-discovery, you embody this energy more fully. This increased vibration can have a profound impact on those who have hurt you. The divine feminine acts as a mirror, reflecting back the unhealed wounds of the masculine energy. This can lead to challenges and difficulties for them as they are confronted with their own shadow self. As you raise your vibration, you may find that the masculine energy is repelled by your light. This can manifest as avoidance, hostility, or even a complete absence from your life. Your healing journey can inspire the masculine energy to undergo their own transformation. Witnessing your strength and resilience can motivate them to seek their own healing and growth. The divine feminine healing. The divine feminine energy is all about nurturing, healing, and transforming. It is the force that turns the tides, that mends the broken, and that brings light to the shadows. As you sit in this sacred space, imagine the presence of a loving, motherly figure beside you. She is wise, compassionate, and endlessly patient. She has seen your struggles, your tears, and your moments of despair. She knows your story, and she is here to guide you through the process of healing and reclaiming your power. Consider the ancient parable of the phoenix. This mythical bird, when consumed by flames, is reduced to ashes, only to rise again, renewed and stronger than before. This story is not just a myth, it is a powerful metaphor for your own journey. The fire that burned you, that masculine energy that hurt you, has also set the stage for your rebirth. The ashes of your past pain are the fertile ground from which you will rise, more radiant and resilient than ever. In this moment, let go of the need to understand why the hurt happened. Release the blame, the guilt, and the shame. These emotions, though valid, no longer serve you. They are the chains that bind you to the past, preventing you from soaring into your future. Instead, focus on the lessons learned. Each wound, each tear shed has taught you something invaluable about yourself and your strength. You have discovered depths of resilience you never knew existed. You have learned the importance of boundaries, of self-love, and of recognizing your own worth. The divine feminine encourages you to embrace these lessons with an open heart. She whispers to you that you are enough, just as you are. You are worthy of love, respect, and kindness. The masculine energy that hurt you does not define your value. Your worth is intrinsic, a divine truth that cannot be tarnished by the actions of others. As you continue on this path of healing, you will find moments of clarity and insight. You may encounter synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that feel like messages from the universe. Pay attention to these signs, for they are the divine feminine's way of guiding you. Perhaps you will hear a song that speaks to your heart, or you will meet someone who offers you the exact words of encouragement you needed to hear. Trust in these moments. They are not random. There is a belief that everything happens for a reason. While this can be a difficult concept to accept when you're in the midst of suffering, it can also be a source of comfort. The divine feminine invites you to see your pain not as a punishment, but as a catalyst for growth. Every experience, no matter how painful, carries within it the seed of transformation. Reflect on the story of the lotus flower. This beautiful blossom emerges from the muddy waters, untainted by the dirt around it. It symbolizes purity, enlightenment, and rebirth. Like the lotus, you have the power to rise above your circumstances, to bloom despite the mud of your past. The divine feminine is here to remind you that your soul is like that lotus flower, capable of incredible beauty and strength. As you move forward, take time to nurture yourself. Engage in practices that soothe your soul and bring you joy. Whether it is meditation, journaling, spending time in nature, or connecting with loved ones, these acts of self-care are essential. They are the tools that will help you rebuild your inner sanctuary, the place within you that is untouched by external events. The journey of healing is not linear. There will be days when the old wounds ache and the shadows of the past loom large. On these days, be gentle with yourself. Remember that healing is a process, one that requires patience and compassion. The divine feminine is always with you, holding you in her embrace, reminding you that you are never alone. In this sacred space, surrounded by the warmth and light of the divine feminine, you are safe, you are seen, you are loved. The masculine energy that once hurt you is now facing the power of your healing, the strength of your transformation. You are rising like the phoenix from the ashes, like the lotus from the mud. Your journey is just beginning, and the path ahead is filled with endless possibilities. Embrace this moment. Embrace your journey. Embrace the divine feminine within you. For in doing so, you reclaim your power, your peace, and your joy. You are a force of nature, a beacon of light, and a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. And as you continue to heal and grow, you will inspire others to do the same. This is your story, your journey, and it is beautiful. The power of forgiveness. The road to healing and transformation is often winding and unpredictable. As you step further along this path, the divine feminine energy continues to be your guiding star, illuminating your way with her gentle, nurturing light. You might find yourself revisiting old memories, confronting emotions that you thought were long buried. This is not a sign of regression, but rather an opportunity to heal on an even deeper level. The divine feminine invites you to sit in a clearing and breathe deeply. Feel the connection between your body and the earth, the grounding presence of nature supporting you. She whispers to you that it is okay to feel, to cry, to let out the emotions you have held inside for so long. These emotions are not weaknesses, but rather signs of your humanity, your capacity to love and to be vulnerable. As you allow yourself to feel, you might recall specific moments of hurt. Perhaps there was a time when you felt dismissed, unseen, or unloved by the masculine energy in your life. These memories can be painful, but they are also keys to understanding your own journey. The divine feminine encourages you to look at these memories not with anger or sadness, but with compassion. See yourself as you were then and offer yourself the love and support that you needed. Consider the concept of inner child work. This is the process of reconnecting with the younger version of yourself, the part of you that experienced those early wounds. Imagine this inner child standing before you, eyes wide with confusion and hurt. Kneel down to their level, take their hands in yours, and tell them that it is okay. Tell them that they are loved, that they are safe, and that they are worthy of all the good things in life. As you do this, you might feel a sense of release, a weight lifting from your heart. This is the power of the divine feminine, the ability to heal through love and compassion. Your inner child, once burdened by pain and fear, begins to feel lighter, more joyful. This is not a one-time event, but a continual practice of self-love and self-care. Each time you revisit this sacred space, you heal a little more, you grow a little stronger. In this process, it is important to forgive. Forgiveness does not mean condoning the actions of those who hurt you, but rather freeing yourself from the hold that these past events have on you. The divine feminine teaches us that forgiveness is a gift we give to ourselves, a way to reclaim our peace and our power. Imagine the masculine energy that hurt you standing before you. Look them in the eyes, and with all the strength and compassion you can muster, say, "I forgive you." Feel the release as these words leave your lips, the lightness that comes from letting go of the past. This act of forgiveness creates space within you for new beginnings. It allows you to open your heart to new experiences, new relationships, and new joys. The divine feminine energy flows through you, filling this newfound space with light and love. You are not defined by your past, but by the choices you make in the present. And in this moment, you choose to heal, to grow, to transform. Consider the story of the butterfly. This delicate creature begins its life as a caterpillar, crawling on the ground, living a simple existence. But then, something miraculous happens. The caterpillar wraps itself in a cocoon, a dark and confined space. It might seem like the end, but it's actually the beginning of a profound transformation. Inside the cocoon, the caterpillar dissolves, breaking down into a liquid state before reforming into a butterfly. When it emerges, it is a completely different being, capable of flight, of reaching new heights. You are like that caterpillar, currently in your cocoon of healing. It may feel dark and confining, but it is within this space that you are transforming. The divine feminine energy is like the nurturing force that supports your metamorphosis, ensuring that when you are ready, you will emerge as a beautiful butterfly, ready to soar. The balance of masculine and feminine. Central to your healing is balancing the masculine and feminine. The ancient parables and philosophies warn us of the perils of imbalance. When the masculine dominates, the world becomes rigid, aggressive, and disconnected from the sacred rhythms of life. When the feminine is suppressed, intuition, creativity, and compassion are stifled, leading to a world devoid of depth and meaning. The journey to restore balance is not just a personal quest, but a collective one, as humanity seeks to heal the wounds inflicted by centuries of separation and division. One such parable that speaks to the heart of this quest is the story of Inanna, the Sumerian goddess of love and war. Inanna's descent into the underworld is a powerful metaphor for the journey of the soul. She ventures into the depths, shedding her earthly garments and ego, to confront her sister Ereshkigal, the queen of the underworld. Through this confrontation, Inanna is stripped bare, experiencing death and rebirth. Her journey is a profound reminder that true power and wisdom come from embracing both the light and the darkness within. In life, these energies intertwine and balance each other. Consider the natural world. The sun, masculine, provides the energy that fuels growth, while the earth, feminine, nurtures and sustains that growth. This interplay is essential for the cycle of life to continue. Similarly, within each of us lies a unique blend of masculine and feminine energies, regardless of gender. The key to a harmonious life is recognizing and cultivating both aspects within ourselves. In relationships, the balance of masculine and feminine energies plays a crucial role. When these energies are in harmony, relationships flourish. Partners support and uplift each other, blending strength and compassion, action and intuition. However, when imbalance occurs, conflicts and misunderstandings arise. A relationship dominated by unchecked masculine energy can become aggressive and controlling, while one overwhelmed by unbalanced feminine energy may lack direction and boundaries. True partnership requires a dynamic equilibrium where both energies are honored and expressed. The tale of the yin and yang, rooted in ancient Chinese philosophy, captures this idea beautifully. The black and white halves of the yin-yang symbol represent the feminine and masculine energies, respectively. Each contains a dot of the opposite color, signifying that within the masculine exists a touch of the feminine, and within the feminine exists a touch of the masculine. This symbol teaches us that balance is not about equal parts, but about harmony and integration. To embark on this journey, one must first cultivate awareness. Awareness is the key that unlocks the door to transformation. It requires us to pause, to listen, and to observe the interplay of energies within and around us. As we become more attuned to these energies, we begin to recognize the patterns that govern our thoughts, emotions, and actions. We start to see how the masculine and feminine manifest in our lives, in our relationships, and in the world at large. Quiet your mind and tune into the present moment to create a space for the divine to speak. It is in this silence that we can hear the whispers of the heart, the intuitive guidance that leads us towards balance and harmony. As the poet Rumi once said, "The quieter you become, the more you are able to hear." In this stillness, the masculine and divine feminine find their voice, guiding us towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the cosmos. The journey to balance the masculine and divine feminine is not a solitary one. It is a path that we walk together as a community of seekers and healers. By sharing our stories, our struggles, and our triumphs, we create wisdom and support. Each thread adds to the richness of the whole, reminding us that we are not alone in our quest. We draw strength from the collective, knowing that every step we take towards balance ripples out into the world, creating waves of change. Engaging in creative pursuits can also help to awaken and balance the divine feminine. Whether it's painting, writing, dancing, or gardening, creative activities allow the intuitive, nurturing side to express itself. These activities are not about achieving perfection, but about enjoying the process and connecting with your inner self. When you create, you tap into a wellspring of divine feminine energy, fostering a sense of flow, inspiration, and emotional expression. One of the most significant obstacles on this path is the societal conditioning that influences our perceptions and expressions of masculinity and femininity. From a young age, many of us are taught to adhere to specific gender roles and stereotypes, which can create internal conflicts and suppress aspects of ourselves. For instance, traditional notions of masculinity often emphasize traits like stoicism, aggression, and dominance, while femininity is associated with passivity, nurturing, and emotional sensitivity. These rigid definitions can lead to imbalances, as individuals may feel pressured to conform to these expectations, stifling their true selves. Another challenge is the difficulty of balancing the masculine and feminine energies in our relationships. Often we project our own imbalances onto our partners, leading to conflicts and misunderstandings. For example, if one partner embodies predominantly masculine traits, they might struggle with expressing vulnerability, while the other partner, embodying more feminine traits, may feel overwhelmed by emotional demands. This dynamic can lead to a cycle of frustration and resentment. To overcome these relational challenges, practice open communication and mutual respect. Discuss your needs and feelings with your partner and actively listen to theirs. Work together to create a space where both energies can be expressed and honored. It's helpful to recognize and appreciate each other's strengths and vulnerabilities, allowing for a more balanced and supportive relationship. Additionally, seek opportunities for growth and learning together, such as couples workshops or counseling, to deepen your understanding and connection. Our journey towards balance is a lifelong process, requiring patience, reflection, and dedication. It is a path that invites us to continuously learn and grow, to embrace both our strengths and vulnerabilities. By honoring the masculine and divine feminine within, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to the healing and transformation of the world around us. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.